Welcome to Nashville March presents the heavy side of Nashville. This is DJ Fish live tonight in the Electric Fishbowl. We had a little tech gig. That's why I generally don't like going live. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, it's December 2nd, 2018. And in the Electric Fishbowl with me this evening, my best friend, Adam Wilson. We've worked together, fished together, and we go see shows together, don't we, brother?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a great show we went to last night. We'll get into that. We're going to play several bands tonight, some bands that are going to be on the podcast coming up and over the next several months, some people that have already been on, and then some new bands. Actually, one we're going a little outside of Nashville tonight for one band. We're going to get them on the phone, called Mothrog. They're from Louisville, Kentucky, just a couple hours north, so I guess that's close enough to Nashville to include them tonight. We got to get them down here to play. We've checked them out, and I'm really digging them. How'd you discover Mothrog?
I ran across this guy, the lead guitar player. His name is Mike Krauss, and I ran across him on Facebook somehow, and added him as a friend, and then that's when I found out about the band, and he just a phenomenal musician, and the whole band is just, I mean, they really blew me away. But
yeah, well, we're going to get Mark on the phone here in just a few minutes, but I'm going to play another band. Discovered them in Murfreesboro at the Halloween Metal Fest, a band called Killing Grace. They're going to be in the studio coming up in a few weeks. We don't have the exact date yet, but they will be in for a full show with Killing Grace. I like these guys. I like this song. So here it is. Check it out. Welcome to Nashville March presents the heavy side of Nashville. This is Killing Grace. Take me with you.
I never thought I'd see you walking away from me when you don't have to leave. Scars are all I have to remember your life with me. You know it's so hard to breathe when you're leaving me. Like a fool, my whole Never thought I'd see you walking away from me. You know you don't have to scream. You don't have to scream. 'Cause walking away from me, the best that you can do. No relationship should ever burn you, burn me. I'm holding my heart in my hand and it's still beating for you. So when you're walking away, won't you take me with you? Take me with you. Take me with you. Take me with
Just a little frost.
There it is, Killing Grace, the heavy side of Nashville, right here in the Electric Fishbowl studio. We got on the phone a band that I just recently discovered from you, Adam. Why don't you talk about them a little bit? What's up, Mark? You there? Are we live?
I am, hey.
Mark Krauss from the band Mothrog. How'd you find him, Adam?
Yeah, I found him on. I ran across him, friends I may know on Facebook, and I friended him, and then I started seeing these videos and whatnot, and I mean, they were just a tight band, and I really enjoyed them. I mean, it's definitely some pretty heavy stuff. And
Well, Mark, welcome to the show, man. Thanks for taking some time and sharing some tunes with us and sharing it with the world. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing wonderful, and thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. So, Mothrog, that's an interesting name. How did the name happen?
Sure. Well, as you can imagine, in the internet age, it is incredibly hard to come up with a band name and an original band name, especially with metal archives and what have you. You can find out that band existed sometime in 1993 for 2 months, you know?
Right.
So we went the route of, like, let's just make a name. Long story short is, I'm a big Lord of the Rings guy, right? And he knew that, so he decided he was going to try to say Gothmog, which is the Balrog from the Silmarillion, and he's a general in the books. But anyways, he said it wrong, or he typed it wrong and put Mothrog, and we're like, hell yeah, man. That sounds awesome.
That's cool.
And so, yeah, man. And so, and then I always tell myself to nerd it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, if you rearrange the word, it'll actually say Morgoth, which is another reference,
So, yeah, then once you get the name, you go right to GoDaddy and type in Mothrog.com, see if it's available, right? And if it is, buy it. Yeah.
Right, yeah, yep, you got it.
So how long have you all been together?
We've been together since early 2017. Not that long, a little bit, but you know how bands start. We've had some members come and members go, and so it took a little longer to get off the ground initially, which all those guys are great, and I wish them nothing but the best, but shit happens.
Well, 2.5 away, about 3 hours from Nashville. You got to get the band down here to play and get you hooked up with the gentleman from Nashville March, maybe get some promotion. But we're going to play Hermit Man. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, yeah, sure. This song when the band first kind of formed, they were having a conversation about Leonard Skinner, of all bands, and they're talking about how they lived in the swamp and practiced for hours on end, and the conversation kind of just kept going that way. Well, so after having that conversation, everybody left one of our first practices. I started writing it down, man, just about a man or another thing. It's up to you to decide who lives in the swamps by himself, and it just went from there. And then Evan, our vocalist, took over and ran with it, So
Excellent. Well, what do you say we play it? Thanks for being in the Electric Fishbowl studio. Here's Mothrog with Hermit Man. We'll be back in a minute. There it is, Hermit Man from the band Mothrog. DJ Fish in the heavy side of Nashville. In studio, Adam Wilson, and he hooks me up with Mr. Mike Krauss of Mothrog. Hey, Mark, why don't you introduce the band and give them all a shout-out? And we were just talking off air about having you guys down sometime, but go for it. Introduce the band.
Absolutely. I'll start with our big burly frontman, Evan, and he does vocals, and he's killer. So hopefully he'll hear that. Next is my brother Adam. He's a bass player, and he's awesome, man. He's got a good brother. But and then our technician on guitar is Rob Wolf, man. Dude can play. And then lastly is Mitch, who's just a beast on drums, man. And then that's us.
Oh, man, well, that's awesome. You guys, the next one we're going to play is called Hollow Ground, and this was a live at the Paddocks, and checking out your YouTube page, looks like you play there on a regular basis, huh?
Yeah, it was just one of those things, man. Louis, the promoter up here, he thinks pretty highly of us, and we got to play there a couple times, and yeah, man, good time. So,
what's up with getting are you working on an album, a full-length album? You don't have one recorded as of yet, correct?
Absolutely. We're actually starting the process. We had quite a few shows lined up the last 2 months, so you get caught up in that and trying to prepare for that. But I just did some scratch tracks for a few songs, and we're starting the process as we speak. We're going to get that rolling. Hopefully we're going to get everything executed pretty fast, but we're ready for it. We're ready to get the studio time and roll.
Incredible. So tell me top 3 bands or guitarists that influenced you.
Sure. Man, Lord guitarist. Okay, well, it's going to be, first and foremost, it's Dave Mustaine. I idolize the man. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He just rules. And then, these are all going to be pretty well-known ones. And then, obviously, James Hetfield, the king of the rhythm guitar, man. Like, the dude's a beast. And what can you say about Metallica that hasn't been said?
Right.
Huge fan of those guys. Yeah.
Who else? You got something else?
Well, I was going to go a little left field, and because I know their guitarists have changed quite a few times, but whatever Danzig is a part of, I love their guitar players, whether it's Doyle or whatever, or him even actually writing the songs, because I don't know, it just shows me you don't have to be a monster on guitar to write great songs, so that's really refreshing.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I love that about those group of guys, man. I really do.
No, excellent. So when's your next show? You have one booked?
We do not currently. We have one in August of next year, but as far as right now, we are concentrating on cutting these songs. But I got something brewing in April. I've got a venue and a sound guy, and I'm trying to get some bands together, get that rolling. I'm not really a promoter, but I got the opportunity to do that, so I'm going to make this happen in April. That'll probably be the soonest we start, because we want to do these recordings right,
Yeah. So before we jump into the second last song we're going to play with you guys tonight, I'd really love to have you down and do a full interview with all the band members. But how can people get in touch with you and check out your music? I'm sure, obviously YouTube. What else? Where other? You have your own website or Facebook? What do you got?
We got Facebook, just Mothrog. You type that in, it will pop up. Same with Instagram. We even have a Twitter, which would be Mothrog Band, at Mothrog Band. And, we also have our email set up, just and get a hold of us that way. Those are the ones we're on. Like I said, with the cutting the album and all that, I think the other parts as far as the website and what have you are going to start falling into place.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, I mean, I am really, the only thing I really like social media for, period, is for fishing and music and maybe a couple pictures when I'm on vacation. I'm not into getting into political arguments, anything like that, but for finding bands, it is great, as well as YouTube. So, man, I wish you all the luck. Love to have you guys down sometime. You know, you're not that far from Nashville, so we, Adam and I, I'm a Yankee originally. I'm originally from Buffalo, New York, and we always do this Kentucky joke, or when I introduce him, I'm like, I'm sorry, he's from Kentucky,
Yeah, I told you we
I
was going to
apologize. Yeah, we always go down that road, but I just met you, so I ain't going to do that. Him and I are pretty close.
Right.
But thank you so much for being on the show. Hey, spread the word about the show up there, too. And you can listen to it on onebig1.fm, which is where we're live right now, or on podcast, iTunes, Spotify, all that. Just search The Heavy Side of Nashville. And in the meantime, go check out Mothrog, Mothrog. That's Mothrog. Here it is, Hallowed Ground, DJ Fish in The Heavy Side of Nashville. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, let's rock out this last tune.
Yeah.
Thank you. This next song's called Hollow Ground.
Before I stray, here
DJ Fish, The Heavy Side of Nashville. That was the last song from Mothrog that was live, recorded up at the Paddocks, I believe, in Louisville. Adam, is that right? Put that phone down. What are you doing, man? You texting, going out, doing tobacco breaks, 10 seconds till mic time. I love you, brother. No, it was a good hookup. Coming up, we have Evan Hensley from Nashville March is going to be on a full segment. Normally he does just a weekly update. And, of course, Nashville March is the metal and rock community hub. Go to NashvilleMarch.com, sign up for their newsletter. And if you're living outside of Nashville, you can learn about all the things that are going on besides country here. A lot of going on. I mean, last night was phenomenal. Brandon from King Thrust Entertainment, shout out to him. Been to 2 of his shows that he's put together now, and he's done a fantastic job. Kid's got a lot of passion, a lot of energy. He's a great guitar player, too.
Oh, yes. Very good.
I mean, that show that they did with Jay Weinberg for Best Buddies back in October, man, it was great. To see Max and Jay from Slipknot playing together. I mean, he put all that together, so that was really good. And then last night, of course, was Ride for Dime down at Mercy Lounge in Nashville. Met a lot of other bands. Some of the bands that are going to be coming up in January. We're going to have the band Denman. We're going to play them at the end of the night. They have a new album drop, and they played last night. And then Pantera cover band. We had to leave that first name out. But it was Ride for Dime, and it was a tribute to Vinnie Paul and Dimebag Darrell, and the Pantera bands did great. A lot of kind of mishmash of talent together. And, of course, one of my favorites in this town, Dark Hound. And we're going to play them. And Evan Hensley is also in Dark Hound, phenomenal guitar player, great guy, great people, good people. And you know what I'm real happy about? They finally got the Chris Farley / Meatloaf size in their T-shirts. I bought one last night. And I'm still wearing. I love it. Right on the back in big letters, it says Nashville Metal. Yeah. So Evan will be coming up right after Dark Hound. What did we pick by him? What do we got up there by Dark Hound, Mary Fish? To No End. This is off their Oceans EP, the first album that they did. Check them out, dark-hound.com. And also NashvilleMarch.com. Sign up for the newsletter. Coming up next after Dark Hound, Evan Hensley. Dark Hound, the heavy side of Nashville. DJ Fish on the phone with us, guitar player extraordinaire and co-founder of Nashville March, Evan Hensley. Welcome, brother.
Hey, Fish. How you doing, man?
Good. Feeling better.
Speaking with you.
Yeah, same here. Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, my pleasure.
You know, I've gotten a few comments, like, man, that guy that does the Nashville March updates, he's got a good radio voice. So maybe one time you can come by and you can pick out some local Nashville, metal bands you want to play and sit in on a session. What do you think?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'd love to.
Yeah. Well, what a show last night. What a show. I had a great time. You guys heated the crowd. You didn't warm the crowd up. You heated the crowd up. Wouldn't you say, Adam?
Oh, yes. Very much. It was a phenomenal show.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys sounded good, and even though you were a little under the weather, it didn't come through at all with the guitar playing, I can tell you that.
Everybody was on point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We had a really good time. Yeah, I wasn't feeling 100%, but the show must go on.
Yes, sir.
You couldn't tell it in the plane.
Yeah, thanks. We had a great time. Everything sounded really good. Great turnout. Really got to hand it to Brandon with King Thrust and Chad Lee for kind of putting the whole thing together, and Denman and the Pantera cover band, and then all the special guests and everything. Everybody came out and really showed up. It was a great night.
Yeah, it sure was. Party. Brandon, we're laughing. Yeah, Mary missed the hit button there. We were talking about the show a little while ago, and I had to skip the real name of the band because the podcast is not explicit, but we can edit that. It's no big deal. We had talked about trying to
literally, Mary.
Well, it's okay. This is independent radio. But man, Brandon did. I mean, 2 shows now that we've been to. The first one, of course, in October that he helped put together with Jay Weinberg. And then this one last night, Brandon's got it together. He's a good guitar player, too. Phenomenal guitar player.
A multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, KingThrustEntertainment.com. Check them out. They got it together. And so what is happening in Nashville Metal in the upcoming week? What do you got for me?
Yeah. So tonight, if you happen to be itching to get out, we've got Turnstile with Angel Dust and Fame at Exit In. That's happening right now, actually. And then also right now is Goblin at Marathon Music Works. This coming Friday is Tyler Bryant and Shakedown with the Wands at the Basement. That's Friday, December 7th. And then it's looking a little light on our calendar this week. So I'll give you a couple for early next week as well. We've got the Struts with Dan Luke and the Raid at Basement East on Monday, December 10th. And then also that same night is Stephen Wilson of Porcupine Tree and about a billion other acts and projects and things at Cannery Ballroom. So that's December 10th, Stephen Wilson at Cannery Ballroom. A bunch of other stuff coming up next week as well.
Yeah, next week, for the show the second Wednesday, of course, you have the Nashville March Heavy Metal, Midweek Metal. And who's spinning that one? Yeah,
so that's the 12th, and I think that's going to be Brandon this time.
Yeah.
I did it last time. My special guest, I think we'll be back to our usual programming with DJ Brandon there.
I was there. I loved your choices. You went off you did it well. You picked some offbeat stuff, but I dug it. What was the one band you were telling me about? The kind of spacey rock. Oh, geez. I've slept since then, so I forgot. But anyways, you did a great job. It was fun. We hung out for a while. Yeah, it's
when it's just me, I kind of there's no one to hold me back from going off the deep end. So I kind of get to do my own thing. It's fun.
What does Dark Hound have planned for next year?
Yeah, so we've got a show on January 5th with Voodoo Prophet, 3 Minutes to Live, one other band I'm totally blanking on at the moment. That is at Basement East on January 5th, and then I think we're just kind of taking it easy here for a minute.
Yeah. Well, it's been great year for metal in Nashville. Really excited to see the scene kind of reconvene here. And and a lot of it goes to, you know, bands like yourself and organizations like Nashville March helping to, you know, just grow the brotherhood of metal. And it's much appreciated, and look forward to seeing you guys every time. I will be there. As a matter of fact, we are playing 3 Minutes to Live next. What do you know about them? Yeah. You know the gentleman from the band?
Yeah,
you know?
we met before. I believe we played a show with them earlier this year. In fact, I think it was at Mercy Lounge, and yeah, if I recall correctly, they had a really high energy show.
Yeah.
And, we're looking forward to playing with them again.
Yeah, they were there last night. That's you know, got their cards and talked about them being on the show down the road early next year, and I hope it happens because they're good. They're real good.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Well, brother, thank you so much. And man, you know what else I already said. I made a joke about getting the Meatloaf Sides T-shirt that fits me, that the Dark Hound Nashville Metal shirt. I'm very excited. I still have it on from last night.
Right on.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you so much, Evan Hensley. NashvilleMarch.com. Go sign up for their newsletter, and you can know about all things metal here in Nashville, Tennessee, and hangouts. Here it is, 3 Minutes to Live. Knock Me Down.
He's gonna like photobomb you. He's gonna head up slowly above your head.
There it is, 3 Minutes to Live, Knock Me Down, playing with Dark Hound at the Basement East, January 5th. Look them up and stay tuned for 3 Minutes to Live in the Electric Fishbowl. Did you dig them? You like them, Adam?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How you feeling for a man in his mid-40s in the pit last night?
Oh, my God. Wow. I'm so sore.
Well, I can understand why. I was standing safely 15 to 20 feet away videotaping you in the pit, and you haven't seen the video, but I can understand why you're sore.
Yeah.
But the pit was rolling last night. They broke it up kind of quick there, though.
I am definitely not 20 years old.
But Pantera does that to you.
Yeah.
It makes you want to. Bad.
You've got to.
Yeah. What was it? Was it playing Dominate? What song were they playing when you went at it?
I can't.
It was a Dominate.
I can't.
Yeah. You've slept since then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and again, a great show. One of the other bands that played last night is Denman, and I talked with them, and they have a new album coming out. Denman is a really popular, I think you're going to hear a little bit of Slaughter, Skid Row. They actually played Skid Row last night.
Yeah.
And this song features Mark Slaughter, Miles Away from Home. We're going to get to that in just a few minutes, but and we're going to close out tonight with actually a live recording. And a little shout out to Albana's Theory and On His Time Entertainment. We're going to call it, what did you call it, Mary?
We're going to slow it down for couples only.
Couples only, that's it. I thought maybe mellow moment, but couples only. Get the roller skates on. And Mary's been engineering tonight. Going live is, obviously if you're listening on the podcast, we're not live anymore. But currently, while we did the show here on December 2nd, we are live on onebig1.fm. And going live always just has a tad more pressure. And like what happened last time with the band introduction on a non-explicit show. I didn't tell them ahead of time. I haven't told. I need to make sure to tell people. But we will edit that out for the podcast because we want to keep the show non-explicit and family-friendly. But, Mary Fish, you were there last night. What'd you think?
Yes, I was. I think I like going to those shows because the line for the ladies' room is very short, which is always helpful. And there were some metal chicks in that pit too. If you go back and review that video, there were some windmills flying.
Yeah.
So
yes, there were.
Yeah. Shout out to all my girls because this might be a metal brotherhood. However, I think it should be a metal peoplehood.
Oh my gosh,
we're getting include all of us.
We're getting politically correct.
No, we're not. We're just correcting that there's chicks too.
No, you're right. There are chicks, but less than there are men, obviously. But hey, he did it. He did a really good job engineering tonight. You want a job?
Thank you. I'm hired.
You cooked dinner, ate dinner, came in here, sat down, started engineering the show.
She's already on the payroll.
I love my wife.
I write the payroll, so.
Yeah. Well, it's been another good show. The heavy side of Nashville. We have a couple more. We're going to get to Denman. This one featuring Mark Slaughter. Miles Away from Home. Stay tuned for them to be in the Electric Fishbowl early next year when they drop their new album, and we'll play all new stuff. But very popular here in Nashville. If you're outside of Nashville, go to check out Denman, Denman. They're on Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, on Facebook. Boy, what did I just mess up here? I can't read and talk at the same time. I have to read, then talk. But anyways, Denman here. Check them out. Miles Away from Home. DJ Fish in the heavy side of Nashville. Denman on the heavy side of Nashville, miles away from home. Look for them right here in the Electric Fishbowl early next year. Wow, good show tonight. Hey, let's take care of some business here. Special thanks to our sponsor, Patchmaster Productions. Go to patchmasterproductions.com. Good buddy of mine up in Buffalo, New York, does incredible metal embroidery. Every time, Adam, I wear one of his pieces of garb. I have beanies, I have shirts, I have a leather gauntlet, Black Sabbath gauntlet. I mean, he embroids leather. He does custom jackets, gig jackets. Every single time I get complimented on his stuff. I mean, he's so good. So
exceptional work.
Yeah, check him out on Facebook, patchmasterproductions.com. And also, a band we had here a couple weeks ago, No Name Blues. Dustin, really love them guys. Really, really do. They got a few shows coming up. If you dug No Name Blues, check them out December 12th at the Tin Roof, December 15th at Cafe Agape. And I want to go to that one. That's at a Christian coffee shop. I'd love to check that out. And then December 18th at the Crying Wolf on the east side of Nashville. And when they were here, they had told us that the following week after we recorded the show, they were shooting a video. Well, the video is done, a concept video for the song TikTok. That is up on YouTube. Just search No Name Blues, TikTok, episode 2. Since they have, it was a good video, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it's a good song too. I mean, White Stripes, all that. So
straight band.
That's No Name Blues. And finally, we're gonna I mean, last night we keep talking about the show here, December 1st at Mercy Lounge, which was a Ride for Dime, tribute to Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul from Pantera, and Brandon from KingThrustEntertainment.com put that on and did a great job. We met a lot of people last night. I mean, really did. You know, we were promoting the show, handing out flyers, and there was one gentleman by the name of Zach, and it's On His Time Entertainment. I don't know, I really liked him. I liked his vibe, and he has an artist, Albinus Theory, and him and another gentleman, Rich Collins. They did their own rendition of Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, and we recorded it. So this is an iPhone recording that you're going to hear, and we're going to call this our Couples Only moment. Mary, I like that name, Couples Only. We're going to take it down a notch, but we will close it out. So here it is. Make sure you go to On His Time Entertainment. We listened to Albinus Theory's, some of his stuff, and it's really nice mix of R&B, R&B, with a little reggae slide to it. But last night, this acoustic rendition of Pink Floyd blew me away. I know there was about 8 people that recorded this. We did, you did, yeah, and it was right at the end of the night, and he just really took us away. I mean, after all that hardcore moshing, but it felt good, and he did a great job. So, real thankful for everyone that we met last night. Looking forward to some more shows. And what do you say we wrap it up with Pink Floyd? Nashville March presents the Heavy Side of Nashville. Thanks for listening. If you like what you hear, please hit the like button, follow us, download, listen, share it with a band. You can reach out to me at larryfish43@gmail.com, larryfish43@gmail.com. If you have a band that wants some promotion, you guys want to swim on into the Electric Fishbowl just outside of Music City, we would love to have you. So wrapping it up, another episode of the Heavy Side of Nashville with Albinus Theory and his rendition of Pink Floyd.
I wish you were here. Oh, I wish you were here. Oh,
Albinist Theory on histimeEntertainment.com. Make sure you go check out that site. Thanks for listening. You have fun tonight, Adam?
Oh, yeah, boys.
Yeah. You scared me a couple times. Like, we had 18 seconds left, and you ran outside. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I had a frog in my throat. I didn't want to cough in the microphone.
No, it's all good. You did great. Thanks for being here. Merry Fish.
Yes, dear.
Oh, your mic was off.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was just that simple. Wow.
My lovely wife running the controls tonight. I'll tell you, like, I just doing it live, broadcasting live while we're recording the podcast adds a tad bit pressure to me, but we're getting used to it. Hey, thank you for listening to the Heavy Side of Nashville, and remember, you want to make the world a better place? Commit a random act of kindness to a complete stranger tomorrow. Peace.